Hello, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon here, back with more Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Walks is the route that we are doing. And, yeah, we are on day 11. If I do recall, there is, like, 15 days in a route. So, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, we are very close. Very, very close to completing Unlimited Blade Walks. We are on day 11, Witchcraft. So I think we're finally going to be dealing with Caster. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge for those who in the know. What did I wish for, and why? Ah, we're back in Archer streams. There were people I couldn't save, and there was me who couldn't save them. That must have been the reason. What happened after that? And what did I want to become? I remember the gray sky, a dark sky on the verge of crying. Then my will to live almost fades away. One only dies when their will is gone. Not true. One only truly dies when they are completely forgotten. That is when one truly dies. At least from a philosophical sense, you know. I think that's probably the best way to put it. I walk, leaving behind many people, and survive a few minutes longer than anyone else. During that process, many things died. That's why I was almost empty. If the will to live breaks, then there is nothing. If there is nothing, the only thing left to do is to die. And I died. Even thinking became difficult, so I closed my eyes right before everything turned completely black. My hand was extended to the sky, was grabbed. That was everything. I have nothing left. Since I didn't have anything, that's all I had. And I couldn't do it myself, so I admired it severely. That's right. I wanted to be of help to many people in place of those I couldn't save. Yet, he said that it was all false. A borrowed ideal. A salvation passed around like a gold coin. An ending without reward. What did I want to become, and for what? I want to become a hero of justice. It's not me that said that, but... Oh. I wake up. The sunlight is bright, telling me it's a sunny day, unlike yesterday. Damn it, I still have a headache. I don't know if it's because of what happened last night, but I did wake up feeling good. I must have had a bad nightmare, as my temple is throbbing. I'm gonna go wash my face. Wow, it's really sunny. Shiro, there is a damn good chance you slept in. It's only 6:30 a.m., but the sky is an enchantingly blue. Okay, it should not be sunny at 6:30 in the morning in winter. It's also warm for a winter morning, and the snow in the yard is all gone. Something's going on. I think Shiro's trapped in a illusion. My sleepiness goes away once I wash my face and brush my teeth. Oh yeah, it's Sunday, so I don't have to go wake Fujini up. I can prepare breakfast later than usual, and we can take our time to eat. There's no one in the living room. So I'm the first one up, huh? I can understand Fujini and Saber, but I'm surprised Tosaka is still sleeping. Yeah, Shiro hasn't had Rin spend the night, so he does not know she is not a morning person. Well, anyway, I need to prepare breakfast. Even though it's the weekend, there are 4 people this morning. I should start the groundwork. There's no bread. I bought a loaf yesterday, but the whole bag is missing. Should I take it as sincerity that there are 303 100 yen coins in its place? I never encountered such a crime. It's definitely Taiga, then. The first suspect, Fujini, wouldn't do such an elaborate thing. And there's only one culprit. Well, what should I do? I don't really care about the bread, but we have an extra mouth named Tosaka to feed this morning. It's before 7 a.m. I bet the tofu shop is open. Oh. Interesting choice to give us a... or interesting place to give us a choice. I'm wondering if this is a, is this a affection? No, it's not an affection. So this is just a random choice then. So do we let Shiro be a pushover and run to the shopping district really quick? Or do we have him make Japanese cuisine and teach the culprit a lesson? I feel like going to the shopping district has a chance to interact with another character. We've not... On Fate Route, we interacted with Ilya a lot. In fact, I'm pretty sure on Fate Route at this point, yeah, Ilya was capturing us. There's a chance she might capture us here, but we've not had the prior interactions with Ilya that she would know where to meet us. So let's go to the shopping district. Well, it's obvious who the culprit is. As the one in charge of cooking, I can't accept someone wasting my precious morning time with a question and answer session. That's right, if I have such time, I should go buy some tofu. Tofu? Go buy bread, dude! I shop at the tofu shop first thing in the morning under the clear blue sky. I buy 3 blocks of silken tofu with the 300 yen that was left on the table. How commendable of you to come out on a Sunday, Shiro. I go home drinking the soy milk that the second-generation tofu shop owner had given me for free. Ugh, soy milk. Yeah, I'm content. This is perfect. It's a morning that feels good with nothing to complain about situation-wise. I feel like I got ripped off. I tilt my head in wonder and look up at the sky. A big serving of tofu and a 60 yen soy milk. I don't think you can easily find things that can compare to this happiness. Really? I thought for sure we would get, like, some Ilya interaction there. Really? Well, okay. I take my time to walk back home and ponder how to use the tofu for 20 minutes. Before I realized it was 8:30 a.m. Good morning, Shiro. You're at ease this morning. Morning, Saber. I can relax since it's Sunday and there's no school today. My body feels good too, so let's go into the dojo after breakfast. Yes, that would be great. So your numbness has healed? Come to think of it, yeah. I was able to walk comfortably from the shopping district, so it seems mostly healed. Oh, it's slightly heavy, but should be fully healed by tomorrow. That's good. I have no place if my master is wounded. It makes me relieved to see you standing in the kitchen as usual. Saber takes a seat at her usual position beside the table. Hey, Janice, welcome to the stream. Happy things. I have to say that Fujini and Tosaka are sleepyheads for not waking up yet, but it's a weekend, so I should let them sleep until breakfast is ready. Hey, Infinity Lord, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Good morning, Rin. It seems you were able to sleep well last night. Oh. Looks like Tosaka woke up while we were talking. Morning, not really. Sunlight was bright and there are some people moving about even past midnight. 99% completion? Nice. Yes, back into the adventure of Shiro learning common sense. Tosaka replies to Saber while entering the living room. Well, I don't want to complain first thing in the morning, but I need to at least find out why she took all the bread. Morning, Tosaka. This is strange at this point, but about this morning... My breath stops. She's wearing unfamiliar clothes again, first thing in the morning. My heartbeat rapidly increases. Oh no, Shiro's down bad. It's because of those bright red clothes. It hurts my eyes so much I completely forgot what I wanted to say. Is Shiro high? That is not a bright shade of red. That's a fairly neutral shade of red if I had to say so. Shiro, what the frick, man? I'm making breakfast. Have some tea while you're waiting. He's not even gonna... Shiro, just admit you're down bad for Reen, and we can move on and you can find out why she wanted your bread. I keep my calm and place 2 teacups on the table. However, why are you taking your time? We're going out today, so hurry up and get ready. Tosaka glares at me as if to say that breakfast can come later. Where are we going? To the neighboring town, actually. I want to go further, but we don't have the leisure, right? So it's a compromise. Huh. Is this some sort of preemptive strike? I can't seem to grasp Tosaka's intentions. Okay, I get that as a compromise, but for what? We're going to have fun, of course. It's a date. Wow. Reen is being very forwards here. So, in the Fate route, it was... Let's see, that's day 12, that's day 13... 14... No, this is 14. 13... 12... 11... I'm on... Wait, what? Day 11. Day 11. Why are these... How did I not realize that? Why are these both day 11? Wait, does that mean there's 16 days? How did I miss that? And how did the translation team miss that? But that's the thing, these are both listed as day 11. Look, day 11, Dawn in the Ruins. And this is all listed under day 11. Day 12 is 212. But if we go back to 210, this is also all day 11. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why, game? Why are you erroring so? And welcome, J6. Welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. So it was day 15 when Seba was taken on a date. Comparatively, it's day 11 that Shiro is being taken on a date. Headache? Ooh. That sucks, man. That sucks. Well, hope you feel better. Hope you took something. Unless it's a typo. True, it could be a typo, but still, that's something that should easily be caught out. It's not something that should have to be modded out like I had to do with Seba's name. I had to go out there and find a proper mod that will make Saber's name the proper name. A date? Who and who? Shiro, you dense mother trucker. You and I. She says clearly. After I tilt my head in wonder... Good lord, Shiro, you are so slow in the uptake. You got smacked in the head by a thorny branch? Oh no! That's definitely not good. See, this is why I don't go outside. By staying inside for most of the time, I don't have to worry about being smacked by branches. Especially thorny ones. But in all seriousness, I hope you're doing okay, man. Hope it didn't break skin or anything like that. Garden work? That's fair. I mean, I have planted some banana trees, and I am trying my best to keep them maintained. They've been planted every spring for the past 3 years, but I've not been able to get them to grow big enough to bear any bananas yet. But I'm sure one day I'll figure it out. One day they'll be able to be outside for long enough to bear bananas. Who else is there? I told you last night. Hold on. What? This is so sudden, my mind can't process everything that's happening. Come on, let's go. I figured this would happen, so I made lunch. Here, hold this and follow me. Tosaka pushes the green tote bag onto me and leaves the living room. So she took the bread to make us some sandwiches for the date. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see her off, dumbfounded. Don't you need to follow her? Yeah, wait up, Tosaka. I run in a hurry. I hear another set of footprints. Saber's following behind me. Strawberry and blueberry plant. Oh, are you gonna try and hybridize them to make a blue strawberry bush or a straw blueberry plant? Yeah, go ahead, Infinity Lord. I did see that you were at 99%, so what are you missing for that final 1%? You're late. You have some nerve making a girl wait. I don't have any nerve. It seems it's already been decided that we're going on a date without my consultation. Wait, hold on. Why are we going out? The exotic side collection, it's 4 to 5 parts. Exotic means difficult, I fear. How hard of a time are you going to be having doing this? And they're separate, but they can grow closer together and sprout something new, J6. You got raspberry from a few years ago? Oh, nice. I wish I had more space to make a garden properly. I really do, because I want to grow stuff out there. I've got aloe plants that are just sitting in pots. I try to cultivate banana trees in the spring and summer and somewhat into the fall time. I just don't have enough room to spread them out so that they can grow properly. Plus, I also live in a neighborhood that I'm not sure that a wild animal wouldn't mess with them. Because I feel like it. You don't mind, right? It's not like we're doing anything during the day. I won't let you run away now. Well, I don't mind, but... yeah, what about Archer? He must be against something like this. I left Archer. I bet he's sleeping at my house right now. Reen, that is the wrong way to phrase things. Plus, didn't we learn from fighting Kuzuki that we do not leave our rooftop sniper without... we do not leave house without our rooftop sniper keeping an overwatch. Come on, Reen. You should know better. I can't win. I can't talk Tosaka down on my own. If anyone can stop her, that's right, Saber. What about Saber? Saber's fine. She can accompany us. Okay, are we sure that it is Shiro that has harem protagonist and not Reen? Because I'm getting some harem protagonist vibes from Reen here. Defeated. All my cards are trumped with just one sentence. Have you accepted it now? Then let's hurry. We're gonna forget our duties as masters and have fun. Hey, look, hey, I said idiot. There's no time to be confused. Tosaka grabs my hand and runs up. Wow. Yeah, I think it's confirmed. I think Reen is the true harem protagonist. She's trying to riz up both Shiro and Seba, and she's already breached hand-holding with Shiro. Excuse me. Who knows where she will go next with her intentions. And you know, considering what happened in Day 11 of the Fate route, it makes sense. It makes sense considering what she does in the Day 11 of the Fate route with Seba. It seems like I have no choice but to give up. Tosaka seems so energetic that I don't think I can compete with her, and I know she'll just argue me down even if I protest. I don't know why, but Saber's following us without a complaint. And, well, besides, see, it's a really nice day out today. Shiro folds. I'm overwhelmed by the crowd the moment we got off the bus. It's lively in front of the train station. It's a nice weekend morning before 10 a.m., so it would be weird for it not to be lively. I'm surprised there's this many people that gather when it's a weekend. I mean, when else would they gather, Seba? Like, weekends are when most people have off work. So of course they would gather on them. Saber looks at the town, bewildered. She's never seen the town during the day, so her reaction is only natural. 5 plumes from 3 different birds, and 15 orchids. Okay. That's not bad. You're only 2 plumes off. Not bad at all. As I say this, I'm also stunned by the crowd. Well, where should we go? Do you two have any requests? However, unlike us, Tosaka is full of energy. That's troubling. I don't know any fun places. I thought so. What about you, Saber? Do you have anywhere you want to go? Me? No, I don't have any place I'm particularly interested in. First of all, I'm Shiro's guardian. If this isn't you and Shiro's day off, please consider me not here. What? Really? Then we can go where I want to go? If you two don't have any input, does that mean you guys give me absolute obedience to my plan? Oh, I feel a chill running up my spine. It's down your spine. Tosaka smirks at us with a scary smile. Hold on, don't say it in a scary way. First of all, I said I would keep you company. I never said I was going to go on a date with you. This is just for the 3 of us to hang out. Too bad. That's what society calls a date. Come on, give it up already. Girls will hate you if you don't know when to give up. Hate me? Like who? Who could it be? Well, I guess being stubborn may be a good trait. Right, Saber? Yes, Shiro is a sore loser. His persistent mind is reassuring during battle. Wow. Calling him out. Reen's already got Saber on her side. See, aren't you glad, Shiro? Tosaka smiles. Jeez, what's so fun about make fun of other people? Well, why don't we go to Verde first? You two haven't eaten breakfast, right? We can go window shopping after a quick cup of tea to warm ourselves up. It's interesting, they both cock a hand on their opposite hips. Or they cock the opposite arm on their hips. Blech. Seba left, Reen right. Currently hunting shiny giraffe rig in the safari zone. Only issue... Issues? Oh no. Is it your headache? Tosaka starts walking. I think Verde is the name of a new department store that recently made. Hey, I'm gonna leave you behind if you're slow. Breakfast is only until 10 a.m., so we have to hurry before it ends. There's a chance you get a shiny you don't want. I mean, you're not doing a Nuzlocke, though, right? I mean, yes, it would suck to get a shiny you don't want, but it's another shiny. She won't stop, even if I call for her. It seems like Tosaka has no time to waste and won't be giving me the time to settle down. Reen's walking away. She's fine. I'll go anywhere you want. I slap myself on both cheeks and get pumped up. Come on, Saber. Don't get lost. Yes, please don't lose sight of Reen either, Shiro. We both start running. In the crowded town, Tosaka doesn't look back. It seems like she's absolutely certain that we are going to follow her. True, I guess you are more limited with the Safari Zone mons. You are far more limited with their chances of fleeing and not being able to put them to sleep, bring them down to 1 HP with full swipe. They need to change Safari Zones. Actually, no, there's not been Safari Zones in any games anytime recently. When was the last game the Safari Zone was actually in? Was it Black and White? Maybe? I don't think there was any Safari Zone in X and Y. Yep, I remember you saying something about Safari Week. You know, excuse me. Again, I don't think Shiro is dating Rin and Saber. Rin is dating Shiro and Seba. So, I think it's the other way around. Rin is the harem protagonist in UB Dubs. Last Safari was Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum, if you don't count. Yeah, I wouldn't count BDSP. Outside of the Elite Four fights, it was essentially just a one-for-one translation. And, before I realize it, I've fallen into a more helpless situation. This store's atmosphere is completely different from the first one. Rin, why are we here? It's just a little break. I thought you both may be tired. If we don't take a break now, it looks like your springs may well wear out. It certainly was a hectic 2 hours, but not enough exercise to have to take a break. Maybe for you, Saber, but there are things that wear down in places you can't see. What seems like a normal floor to us can be poisonous swamp to others. Poisonous swamp. Is Rin a fan of FromSoft games, even though Demon's Souls, the original progenitor to all the Souls games so far, isn't going to be released for 7, at least, more years? I wonder... No. Poison swamps are a Souls thing. In fact, I'm actually curious. I don't remember. When was Demon's Souls dropped? Demon's Souls... 2009. I was a little bit off. Yep, Miyazaki and his Poison Swamp obsession. I'm having fun this banana parfait. I'm having this banana parfait. You should have this Devil's Sundae, Seba. You know, I remember specifically when Demon's Souls was first announced, how, like, it was From Software and the Souls games were so not well known over here in the West. It was a very little known game. No major retailers were selling the OG Demon's Souls. So we had to go to this, like, little independent shop and have them put in a specific order for the OG Demon's Souls. And it took a couple of weeks for it to come in. It was so not known back when I got the OG Demon's Souls. And then when Dark Souls came out, the Souls series took off. Because people actually liked Demon's Souls quite a bit, you know? But I have fond memories of back then. Very, very fond memories. Because I was able to play the game without having my younger brother worry about it, because he was scared of the enemies back then. Because he was only 12 at the time. 11, 12. He was scared of them, but I wasn't. I wasn't good at the game back then, though. Not in the slightest bit good. It was my first time ever playing a game like that, and I sucked. Who would eat that first thing in the morning? I'll have this coffee blend. Shiro, they just said you've been going around for 2 hours, so it's like noon at this point. Oh my, such a boy. But are you sure? You'll be in trouble if you don't replenish your HP. Yeah, I got the OG too. Fond memories. It goes without saying, but eating ice cream together here would be a whole other dimension, and I have no appetite to begin with. Also, she's not good with technology, yet she knows something like that. So stubborn. Well, that's fun its own way, so it's fine. I don't know what's so fun, but the Red Devil is smirking. You should be the one eating the devil's sundae. Shiro, sugar intake is not to be taken lightly. If you're exhausted, as Rin says, what about this mango Russian cream? Saber subtly offers me the menu. Yes, I cannot say this too loudly, but I would hide from the others to eat sweet fruits when we traveled for days in the military. Chocolate and the like are said to have originated from alchemy as well. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look something up. Sweet fruit medieval Britain. Okay, so there was some sweet fruits back in medieval Britain. But you know what? Chocolate. Chocolate entered Britain in the 17th century. So, Saber knows of chocolate that was created by alchemy back in her day. So, given that Saber knows of chocolate, and presumably ate chocolate back in Camelot, it stands to reason that even though chocolate was not introduced to the British Isles until the 17th century, that potatoes could have been in Britain before they were brought over. So, further evidence to the great potato conspiracy. Further evidence for the great potato conspiracy. I never heard that before. So, Saber, you want to try the Mango Rush too? When are we gonna get a Valentine's Day event with Merlin as the big bad evil villain? Steel is also considered a product of alchemy. I can see it. Yeah, I can see that. Yes, I would appreciate it if I can get a bite. How lonely. Saber's left my nervous self and already fallen under Tosaka's evil influence. Again, Rin is the harem protagonist here. Oh, there's no need to hold back, Saber. We should go ahead and order both. As much as I would like to, that would be an unnecessary order. It's a different story if I was hungry, but I cannot possibly order excess food simply out of interest. That responsibility is the best part of dates. In this situation, the way it works is that Amiya treats us with a smile and we experience his generosity. Wow. Even though Rin is the one that invited Shiro out on the date, she's still making him pay for it. I see. How wonderful. I'm always in awe of your direction, Rin. This is beyond evil influence. Saber was already an enemy on Tosaka's side. Well then, time to go over the order. Banana parfait, devil's sundae, mango rush, and a coffee blend. Will that be all, sir? Why are you asking me? That's fine, do what you want. It's not like I have the right to veto, right? And if you ask me, the orange sponge cake would be better than the mango rush. That would probably suit Tosaka and Saber's taste better. Oh no, Shiro. Shiro, you just invited them to order that too. Yeah, I wonder if would gunpowder technically be considered alchemy then? Then I'll take your advice. Don't lose that part of you, Amiya. She began the least relaxing break imaginable. Right. To be honest, I think I was nothing but nervous the first hour. Even by herself, Tosaka stands out. Her eye-catching vivid red clothes and long, silky black hair. I'd say she's got more brown hair than black, honestly. The colors alone stand out, but Tosaka herself is a flawless beauty. With Saber by her side, it goes without saying that they make a striking pair. What are you looking at? Oh, did you calm your nerves down? Well, after being dragged around this much, then yeah. Damn it, I really hate to admit it, but Tosaka's suggestion to take a break was detestably correct. Okay then, that means I can raise the bar a bit more, right? The strongest enemy smirks. Honestly, I can't even understand myself. I can fight back-to-back battles with her as a master. But right now, even the gestures that I've gotten used to seeing make my heart skip a beat. It must be because I rashly got too close to her, so it's hard to interact with her normally now. Oh yeah, since we have the opportunity, let's do that next. Saber, are you interested in accessories? Ornaments, you say? I do not collect them, but neither am I uninterested in looking at them. Then let's go to a store like that next. I want to make you try on a lot of things. My nerves don't calm down. Her bright smile alone makes me dazzled. An unknown panic or agitation makes my chest hurt a bit. That is why I thought we should hurry back home and devise a strategy, instead of going on a date. But what kind of magecraft was cast to make it turn out this way? Magecraft of love. Or, in Shiro's case at this current point in time, probably lust. Man, that was so funny. That was the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Is that so? I cannot tell. Shiro didn't look like himself earlier. That's what's good. I didn't think he would look so much like a spoiled rich kid just by putting glasses on. You should have bought those glasses, Shiro. Tosaka must have loved it, as she's still laughing. We need to see this image. We need this image of Shiro in sunglasses so that he looks like a spoiled rich kid. It all happened about 10 minutes ago. I don't know what Tosaka was thinking, but she took us to the glasses shop and played around by putting fake glasses on Saber. I became a victim of circumstance as well, and one of the glasses she put on me has become a hit for her. It was a pair of fake glasses with thick frame and formal design. No thanks. Look, I'm never wearing fake glasses. I already have a baby face, so I can't afford to look even more like a kid. I see. You're aware of it. But I don't think you need to worry. There's nothing wrong with the way you are now. There's a problem with the way I am now. My face can't be helped, but I need more height. Shiro, speaking to the frickin' choir, Shiro. Gosh. Why am I sympathizing with Shiro now? I'm actually curious, how tall is Shiro? I don't actually know his height. 167 cm. I'm as tall as Shiro. I really can sympathize, oh no! It's not. I'll be able to brace myself if I'm taller. I need at least Issei's height. I said you don't have to worry. You'll still grow more. Yeah, I mean, I'll still grow more too. I'm glad to hear that, but what's your reasoning behind that? Huh? Yeah, you are well built, so you'll grow if you get more your nutrition, right? Yeah, I thought you'd grow if you used photosynthesis. So, be well built, nutrition, photosynthesis. So that's what I need to do to grow more. Got it. What kind of leaf are you talking about? Don't treat me like some flower. Oh, Emiya, are you mad? No, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Well, it seems like I can look forward to it if you say so. Actually, I'm curious now. How big is Acha? Because that is clearly who she's referring to. Where do we get his height? Control FCM. 187! Good gracious! He's a unit! He's over 6 feet tall! Damn! Can I grow another 6 inches, like super easily, please? I'd love to grow another 6 inches. Yes, I can't make any promises about your height, but I'm sure you'll be a fine man. That I can guarantee for sure, Shiro. What? Why'd you say things that make my face boil? Vitamin D from the sun is essential? But that's outside, Janice. The sun is outside. Oh, you're blushing. I like you since your emotions always show on your face. She's playing around with me. She's definitely playing around with me. You evil woman. Is it fun for you to tease a guy at your age? Of course, it depends on the person, but your reactions are the best. Dear God, please give her divine punishment. Not for my sake, but for the sakes of all the guys at my school. You know, Shiro, it's gonna take, like, 2 decades. Although, technically, it also happened a couple thousand years ago. But Rin will indeed face divine punishment, in a way. She'll be smote while walking through the gates to Kerr to visit herself in the underworld. She technically faces some divine punishment there. Let's stop playing around with Shiro and get to the main part. Do you want to let out some stress before lunch? Tosaka puts up her fists together and swings them. Could it be? It's obvious from her gesture. Well, but is it possible for a girl to suggest it as a part of the date course? What else could there be other than a batting cage, Shiro? Don't tell me you don't know it. Tosaka, the former school idol, asks me if I'm serious. Of course I know. What I want to say is that batting cages aren't for girls. Shiro, no, you've been doing so good in UB-dubs. Shiro's been doing so good in UB-dubs. He's not been that sexist at all, but now he's starting to revert. No, Shiro, no. Saying that, I imagine Tosaka standing in the batter's box. Huh. This is an unexpected CG. A very unexpected. Crap, it does look strange, but why does she look so reliable? Oh, Shiro. Already fantasizing about Rin in different clothing. What, then do you want us to go to the aquarium instead? I heard they added Penguin Army vs. Giant Seal from the Northern Sea, the flaming, freezing 3-game match, but it's a third-rate attraction. The what? Rin, they are Leviathans. Say it with me here. Leviathans. Leviathans. It is a Leviathan army versus a giant seal, and I put my money on the Leviathans. Gosh, Rin, you'd think she would know better. Well, I think it's a second-rate attraction, but I don't know about going to an aquarium on such a nice day outside. What is a batting cage? Well, it's something you would be good at. You can say that it's a well-rounded physical exercise considered to be special training in some cases. Whoa. Tosaka is putting it in a ridiculous way. I cannot ignore that. Yeah, you should try it since it feels good. I bet you'll be able to win all the prizes. Tosaka raises Saber's expectations irresponsibly and starts walking again. I watch her back and start running, having no other choice. There's no point arguing against Tosaka's energy. I can't stop her, and it doesn't feel too bad to being dragged around like this. Excuse me, yep. Shiro's starting to fall for her harem protagonist charms as well. It has begun. So, that's what it means. My nerves calm down since I'm having fun. I was taken around so much that I didn't have time to rest, and the nervousness went away. Tosaka urges me to go to the next place, and I respond reluctantly while Saber watches over us, quietly. That was really fun. A town I only used to walk by. I didn't know that all the things I didn't involve myself in were so meaningful. As soon as I think so, something like a cage falls on me, and it makes sense. You don't deserve this. You're unworthy of this. Somewhere deep down, I tell myself. Oh, Shiro. I'm tired. I never expected that I would be at bat 5 times for 30 pitches each, but for a total of 150 swings. It's all because... Well, what is it, Shiro? It's troubling if you look at me like that. It's because she's a sore loser. That was a miscalculation. I didn't think Saber would be so competitive. Tosaka sighs next to me. She also... No, I'll play only one game. My hands will get rough if I grip the bat too much. Said something like that, but ended up playing another game with Saber, then complained afterwards about how her shoulders were tired and her hands hurt. Doesn't she do martial arts? What are you saying? You only played twice and just held onto the bat in the back after that. I did it 5 times! 5 times! At the fastest speed, too! Man, Saber would get mad if I took it too easy on her, but would sulk if I beat her too bad. It was a hell of an hour. I didn't sulk. I was only filled with spirit. First of all, this is nothing compared to our matches in the dojo. It's your fault for getting tired. I get it. Saber's the type to get mad when she loses games, huh? I sigh and wobble forward. Here's what I found out today. First, don't bet with Saber. Second, a rule where the one who achieves 10 more hits than their opponent wins becomes an eternal hell if the abilities of those playing are equal. Third, Saber is weaker than us if she limits her magical energy. Or rather, is Tosaka the abnormal one for hitting 120 kilometers per hour balls like it's nothing? Probably Tosaka being abnormal. And it's natural since Saber's the smallest out of all of us, so it goes without saying that Tosaka is strong for a girl. How rude. Batting doesn't equal arm strength. Even a girl can hit if the swing speeds and the angles are right. Well, that's for 1 or 2 pitches. Usually their arm cramps up. Aren't you doing push-ups before you go to bed? That's the only thing I can think of. I say sarcastically as if to get back at her. However, I do. Is there a problem? Push-ups before bed? Yes, that's a problem. You don't do exercise right before bed. Exercise before bed gets your blood pumping, gets your heart racing, and it makes it harder to fall asleep. Yes, you might crash after a little while, and it will sleep a little bit better, but you should not be exercising right before you sleep. No. Nice. Sometimes she makes the counterattacks, so I wasn't able to make a comeback at all. Anyway, let's have lunch. It's already past 2 p.m. I need to eat something since I'm getting dizzy. A family restaurant along the bridge should be the most convenient around here. There's a lot on the menu, so Saber shouldn't have any complaints either. Is that fine with you, Tosaka? It's not like you have any place in mind, right? Shiro, she said she made you guys lunch. I called to Tosaka. I do. It's not like it has to be there, but I have planned it out. +1 for respecting women's exercising. True. Very true. But again, do not exercise right before bed. Okay, where is it? Here. Huh? What do you mean here? I mean here. It's a nice day out, so we're gonna have a picnic at the park. I look around. I don't see any food place or even a hot dog stand. Tosaka, don't tell me you're planning to get delivery. Can we get a -1 for Shiro completely forgetting that Reen had mentioned she made them lunch? Hey now, what do you think that tote bag you've been carrying around this whole time is? Huh? Oh, come to think of it, she did give me this bag to carry this morning. Smells like mustard, so this is... lunch, of course. Didn't I mention that I prepared that much? She glares at me in objection. Come to think of it, she did say something like that. I'm surprised. I didn't think this would be that well thought through. Of course it is. I invited you, so I prepared accordingly. Yeah, the mystery's been also solved now. You used the bread for this, huh? Man, I totally thought you got hungry in the middle of the night and ate it. It seemed absurd to eat a whole loaf, but I thought it might be possible in your case. Is that a +1 or a -1 there? I'm not sure if that is a +1 in Shiro's case or a -1. I mean, he's respecting that she might have been able to scarf down a whole loaf of bread in the middle of the night? But he's also implying that she could have scarfed down a whole loaf of bread in the middle of the night. I'm not sure which this is. Really not. I see. I nod twice, thinking I got a huge load off my chest. Oh. When I look up, Tosaka was making a scary face. Emiya? Yeah? What is it, Tosaka? Can you stop talking and start preparing lunch? All the utensils are inside the tote bag. Also, I'm going to kill you if you're too slow. I think it's a -1. Reen thinks it's a -1, so I think it's fair to say it's a -1. Oh, yes, I'll do my best. I secure our spot on the grass. Man, that was scary. It's bad for my heart for her to say a joke that doesn't sound like a joke with that big smile. I don't know. A lot of things are better if you say them with a big smile. Oh my god. Another Reen CG. And lunch starts 2 hours late, but... What happened, Shiro? Why are you spacing out? Oh, are you not good with spicy food? Right next to me, Tosaka, who's sitting in a position close enough to touch her if I reach out, says... Oh, I'm fine. It's an intense flavor, but this is good. Okay, so Shiro definitely has some priorities. He focused on her face first, and then on her thighs. We know what kind of person Shiro is. He's a face person. I say my honest opinion and take another bite. Really? That's good. It's a talent to be able to make a sandwich that tastes bad, right? I thought for a second I had that useless talent. Tosaka laughs delightfully. If I looked like I was spacing out, it was probably because she's dazzling. I'm pretty sure, based on the UB-dub abridged, it's the thighs. We eat lunch on the grass under the clear blue sky. Even that by itself is peaceful enough. But having Tosaka there is much more than I can handle, and my nerves from the morning return. That is a bot that was created yesterday. Oh, you have a piece of tomato on your lip. Do you want me to get it for you? Okay, yeah. Again, Reen is pulling all the classic harem protagonist moves here. Like, good lord, did she play a dating visual novel or something despite her lack of proficiency with technology? Like, come on, that's a classic line. What are you saying all of a sudden? I can get it myself. I wipe my mouth with my sleeve. Oh. Shoot. I got an unlucky red stain on my clothes now. Oops, guess I played around too much. I'm sorry, it's too funny since you're exactly how I expect you. I don't know if she's apologizing or suppressing her laughter, but she hands me a napkin while she holds her stomach. Whatever. I've been like this the whole day now. I don't care. With all our free time, maybe read romance books? I could see that too. I could definitely see that too. You know, what is Seba saying during all this? Like, Saber has to either realize Reen is trying to seduce her as well, or is feeling incredibly awkward. Excuse me. I accept the napkin and wipe my sleeve. The red stain doesn't come off. Tosaka must have used an original sauce. The stain's quite stubborn and doesn't easily come off. You just watch. I'll learn from today's lesson and won't budge from anything starting tomorrow. Don't think it'll go your way forever. Oh, so that means I don't have to hold back starting tomorrow, huh? That's good. I was getting tired of putting up a facade. The Red Devil replies, calmly. No, I take that back. I'll take some time, so I'd appreciate if you can keep it at that level. Really? If you say so. but let me know if you want to level up. I'll knock you out without reserve. Damn, I'll get you someday. I'm not bitter that I lost, but I complain like I am. It's somehow really vexing, so I take it out on the sandwich in front of me. I eat up the sandwiches. I was hungry, and it's Tosaka's handmade meal, so I'm going to eat it all by myself. Well, Saber already consumed a third of the sandwiches. Oh, Saber. So Saber and I eat the sandwiches. Tosaka must be foolish she watches us. Your body seems to be doing well. It looks like I can pull you around without holding back in the afternoon. She makes an evil smile again. That's more like she's looking forward to seeing me worn out from dragging around than the actual activities. Don't take me too lightly. I won't complain just from being pulled around. Yesterday aside, I've been doing well today. I see. Then I guess you're alright. Tosaka sighs with relief and reaches for a sandwich. It's as if the weight is off her shoulders. The moment I tilt my head, wondering why she would say that. Oh, everything fits together. Come to think of it, it was really unnatural. The reason Tosaka came to my place, Archer knew what was wrong with my body. He must have heard I projected his swords and knew there was something wrong with my body. That's fine, but Archer, who wasn't there at the time, knew about the projection because Tosaka told him. Then, just like Tosaka told Archer about our battle with Caster, didn't Archer tell Tosaka about the penalty on my body? Tosaka? Yeah, that is a pretty small sandwich. A pretty small sandwich indeed. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure that some places, like, it obviously does not have the crusts on the bread, but I know some places slice sandwiches into, like, fours and stuff, so maybe this is just, like, pardon the yawn, a fourth of an actual sandwich? Or maybe the bread was bigger back in Japan in the year 2001. Maybe. Why'd you come to my place yesterday? It's strange for you to stay over, too. I didn't notice all this yesterday because Fujini stirred things up. Brief moment, but I hear Tosaka gasp. I don't particularly have a reason, I just felt like yesterday. I thought it might be fun once in a while. I see, it certainly was lively and fun yesterday. Right. But, thank you. Wow. She turned red in an instant. Oh, what are you misunderstanding? I wasn't concerned about you. I know. It's not good to have your ally die. That's why you came to check up on me, right? That's right. You're pretty smart. Yeah, I still appreciate it. Honestly, that bread looked thicker than bread normally is for me. I don't know what you were planning, but I know you cared for me. Like, for me, bread is about as thick as my pinky. She groans in dissatisfaction with her face still red. That gesture is so cute it makes me smile. I see. I get it. I guess I get it. It might be a different kind, but making the person you like embarrassed makes me really happy. I do not know what kind of dairy that is. The weather changes once we finish lunch. Okay, I see a skull in the night in that sky in the cloud there. Like, is my mouse gonna appear on the screen? Yes, it is. Like, the mouth, the eyes, the general head shape. I'm seeing a skull in this cloud. I wonder if that's intentional. The sky that was clear is now clouded, and it looks like it could rain at any moment. I guess it can't be helped. We don't have any umbrellas, so let's go home. There's no objection. Tosaka started this to begin with, so it's her duty to call it a day as well. Drink some water. We get off the bus. It's about to start raining right as we reach the usual intersection. Did you have fun today? Just as we get off the bus and we're about to head to the hill, Tosaka suddenly asks me that. Huh? I don't even need to answer. There's no doubt it was fun. It was like an extraordinary feat of strength, as if I was thrown into a washing machine and spun around. I feel like my nervousness and confusion were washed away along with the stains. But that is... well, was it fun, Shiro? Yeah, you got me. It's been a long time since I've hung out this much. Man, you really pulled me around everywhere. The more fun it is, the more uncomfortable I get, feeling like I'm unworthy of such a thing. Yeah, Shiro needs to see a counselor. I see. I don't know what's going on in your mind, but you should just honestly say it's fun if you're having fun. It's rude to the one who escorted you. Huh? No, that's not what I meant. Yes, it is. You're unconsciously putting the brakes on. I don't know what happened to you before, but it's so painful. But if it's so painful, isn't it better to just forget about it? My breath stops. It's like she stuck a knife deep into my affected area with an unexpected agility. Tosaka, that's... now it's none of my business. Well, I fulfilled my initial objectives, so the rest of it is your problem. She heads towards the hill with her hair flowing down in the wind. Not in the direction lined with Western-style houses, but the slopes where Japanese-style houses are. I stand there in a daze. Shiro, we're not going home? Are we not going home? It'll start raining soon. Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Being urged by Saber, I turn towards the hill. What? As soon as I return home, I'm overwhelmed by a strong sense of discomfort. Nothing's missing yet as I feel a loss as if something's not right. Both of their faces stiffen. So does mine. The identity of this feeling. It's the same, yes, the building is stripped of something important. The thing missing from the house is... the bounded field is gone. The bounded field my old man set up. The bounded field that notifies us if something hostile intrudes has been forcefully cut off. It seems like someone broke in while we were away. I guess it was fortunate we were out. I mean... if you're trying to do something stealthy, don't get rid of that. Just, Castor, you could have completely bypassed it. Come on. Shiro, where's Taiga? After being astonished, I start running. There's no time to think. Idiot. Wait, their enemy might still be inside. I hear a sound. I feel stagnation in the air once I open the door. The aftermath of someone intruding. The air is heavy like silk with a small amount of impurity placed in place of a bounded field. I run with my shoes still on. No time to take them off or even think of doing so. I enter the living room. The light isn't on. Under the gray sky in the dark living room. I was just gonna take her, but you showed up at the right time, boy. Uh-oh. There was an unconscious Fujini, and Castor, the enemy. Castor? I hear Saber's voice behind me. The two rush over and stop, seeing Castor. It must be because Fujini is being held hostage. If Saber and Tosaka were to attack, Castor would cast a spell. It would be faster than any of us, even if Saber were to charge forward, or Tosaka were to cast a spell. Castor's fingertip would light up first. The position. If that happens, Taiga's head will definitely splatter like a tomato. Why did he censor Taiga's name? My mind freezes. I'm furious. My blood is boiling with anger, so much so that my vision is about to turn red. Yet, my mind is awfully objective. I didn't know you had to become calm that you became calm once your anger surpasses a certain limit. You're too careless, boy. If you're a mage, you need to put more effort into your bounded field. She snickers. I accept that, as if it's happening to someone else. What an admirable attitude, Castor. Did you come to our territory on your own to surrender? Yes, I have similar business. However, it would be you people asking for forgiveness. Their voices are enough to create sparks between them. Tosaka keeps glaring at Castor without doing anything. If she moves, Taiga will die. If she were to move, then I'll... Oh? Huh. Shiro's... Interesting. For as much affection as Rin hold, or as for much as affection for as much affection as Shiro holds for Rin, he holds more affection for Taiga as a sister figure. So, what are you trying to do using that hostage? I don't have any business with you. I'm interested in that boy. Hey, do you remember the offer I made? The incident at the temple. Castor told Archer and I to be her subordinates. You're so persistent about it. Tosaka's angry. That's unexpected. Archer must have actually reported to Tosaka. Persistent? Yes, I usually wouldn't be interested in a human who's already refused, but that depends on the person, young lady. Castor's looking only at me. You're an interesting boy. This is the 5th Holy Grail War, but I don't think a case like you has ever existed before. It is easy to kill you, but you're a valuable sample, so I would like to obtain you alive if possible. Do you understand? I'm doing such an inelegant thing because I want you to be on my side, alive. That means, if I refuse, she'll kill Taiga. I came here disobeying my master. I'm not praising you that much, so can you not feel my enthusiasm? Stop saying selfish things. You're just doing whatever you like without obeying your master. Or are you jealous? That's too bad. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in you. You seem skilled as a master, but you're nowhere near my level. What I want is not complete omnipotence, but an incomplete, unique ability. In that regard, the boy is ideal. He's an amateur mage, so it shall be easy to control him. A charming, derisive laughter. Castor presses for my answer while digging her fingers into the back of Taiga's neck. How troubling. You should not need to think about it. Nobody other than me will obtain the Holy Grail. This town is already mine. No matter how skilled Saber may be, she cannot defeat me as I have an inexhaustible supply of magical energy. Saber's presence moves. She's ready for war. She would immediately charge at Castor if she sees an opening. I'm telling you, it's useless, Saber. The nice thing is that it is only my shadow here doing this. The source of my power supply is every living person in this town. It's like having 1,000 masters. Do you understand what that means? Then why you? Yes, even if humans don't have magical energy, them souls themselves are something entirely different, right? We're soul eaters to begin with. If we take away the magical energy called life from our master, then we can get as much magical energy as we want. I can even use your monstrous noble phantasm as many times as I want now. An almost inexhaustible source of supply. Magical energy sucked right out from the people in the city. Is she saying she'll win because she has that? Welcome back, J6. Is she boasting that she's invincible because she uses innocent people like Taiga? Oh, what is a week from now? It's the same as that time. She's still laughing while sacrificing others. The firing hammer rises. Heat returns to my mind that was frozen from being too objective. Now, let me hear your answer, Shiro Emiya. You've no chance at winning. Will you obey me, along with Saber? Let go of Fujini. Are you not listening to what I was saying? I told you to come under my control. Shut up. Let go of Fujini. There's nothing else. I don't have a single thing to hand her. A grinding sound. After Castor grits her teeth in irritation, she sighs as if to calm herself down. I do not know how people grit their teeth. I've never been able to do it. Never been able to produce that grinding sound, which is probably a good thing. Summer Pocket's Reflection Blue comes out next weekend. Ah, I see. I understand. So the negotiation is broken off. Only one master can obtain the Holy Grail. So you have no intention of cooperating with another master. No, this has nothing to do with the Holy Grail. I just won't cooperate with you. I see. I must really be despised. There's no contempt in her quiet voice. In return, it's only filled with anger. That's very unfortunate, especially since I genuinely liked you. If you had cooperated with me, I could have shared the Holy Grail with you. That's unnecessary. I decided to fight so I can stop people like you. The Holy Grail has nothing to do with this. More importantly, let Fujini go. I glare at Castor. Receiving my stare filled with enmity, Castor. She laughs as if it's funny for some reason. You. Oh, did I get on your nerves? It's your fault too, since you said something like that you don't actually mean. I never said anything I don't mean. The Holy Grail has nothing to do with this. Is that really so? You're a victim of the Holy Grail. By saying the Holy Grail has nothing to do with this, doesn't that mean you detest the Holy Grail? After watching the most recent episode of Summer Pockets Anime and giving your review, you just realized how many things the VN ruined for you. Oh no, J6. That doesn't sound good. For a moment, my heart froze. Shiro. I'm frozen and can't understand anything. Not even Tosaka's eyes that look at me with worry, nor Saber's face that's lowered in pain. Can I ever look at a teddy bear or a butterfly the same way ever again? Interesting, I can never hear Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or the phrase hop without ever again. Static. Not even the extremely unpleasant nausea that rises up to my throat. I know, Shiro Emiya. The previous war was 10 years ago, right? You lost everything then. You were left alone in the flames, awaiting death, and Kiritsugu Emiya found you. Gerda! Therefore, you're not actually a child from this household. Yet you are forced to become a mage against your will, and you have suffered all this time, right? She did her research. No way. Emiya, is that? Yes, the Holy Grail was an enemy you detested. How ironic it is that you're participating in this war. I understand how you feel. Anyone hold a grudge if their own happiness was wrongfully taken away. Yes, what I like is your past, Shiro Emiya. You're qualified to take revenge. You have the right to obtain the Holy Grail and settle what happened 10 years ago. That is why I considered having you on my side. Now think it over, boy. I do not wish for the battle either. Killing each other is foolish, right? If the Holy Grail has an infinite abundance of wealth, then it should not run out no matter how much we split it. Then can you not share the Holy Grail with those you trust? There are no lies in those words. Caster must genuinely think so. Take revenge, Shiro Emiya. The Holy Grail is practically in my hands already. It'll be easy to grant your wish. That's nonsense, Caster. The Holy Grail will not appear until there's only one servant. Do not insult my master with such sweet talk. No, there are ways to obtain the Holy Grail without fighting Saber. Even if it was not possible for other servants, I, as a caster, can read the tricks of the Holy Grail. Yes, if you, with enormous magical energy output, help me, it should be possible to summon the Holy Grail at this very moment. What? That creates a crack in Saber's spirit, because Saber herself can feel that there are no lies in Caster's words. Now's your final warning, boy. You want to avoid useless battles, right? Then obey me. I shall give you the Holy Grail if you hand over Saber and cooperate with me. The final negotiation. Saber is perplexed. Battles should be avoided if they can be avoided, so it would be impeccable if it were possible to obtain the Holy Grail that way. Besides, the enemy has Taiga's life in her hands. There's only one answer. Even Tosaka is biting her lip as if she's given up. Okay. So, from what I can remember from the anime, this confrontation never happens in the anime. Taiga just goes missing, and when Team Rin, it's Rin's team, confronts Media, she reveals that she has Taiga captured. It's like on a bridge or something that scene happens in the anime. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The confrontation here doesn't happen like that. But, it happened on the way back. I feel like this is a bad end decision. Because, again, obeying would not do anything good. I think obeying will, lead to a bad end, and I wish to experience all of the bad ends. Plus, from a logical standpoint, obeying would be what Shiro Emiya does. If he was willing to cut down Rin if she made a move and risked Taiga's life, then he'd be willing to surrender if it kept Taiga alive. I nod. I apologize to Tosaka, who stood beside me and stared at me with downcast eyes in my head, and obeyed Castor's words. Saber looks away at my choice, unable to make up her mind. Tosaka doesn't say a thing. Yes, she is. But Shiro doesn't know that. We promised to beat Castor together, yet she doesn't nag me and just bites her lip. That's a smart decision, boy. Yes, that's what I expect from a master chosen by the Holy Grail. You didn't have a chance of winning against me from the start, so obeying me is the best option. Castor raises her arm. The fingers that were grabbing Fuji's knees neck go for my heart. Hold on. Promise me one thing before I do as you wish. Fine. You don't seem to know your position, but I shall listen. What would you like in return, boy? It's about Tosaka. It sounds like you want to kill Tosaka. Promise me you won't lay a finger on her until she gets home. Shiro. Castor doesn't answer. The purple robe stares at me indifferently without moving and... I wonder what kind of sales pitch you were going to make, but you obeyed me for such a thing? That's wonderful, boy. I wonder how many years it's been since I laughed this much. A laugh? I didn't think we would get a laughing Media sprite. I just wish she did not have her hood on. I wish she did not have her hood on. What's so funny, Castor? It's a stupid condition, alright, but you have no right to laugh at Shiro. Yes, you're right, young lady. You are the only one who can laugh at him. That's why there's value in accepting this condition. Alright, I was going to kill her here, but I shall make an exception and let her live. It is my ally's one wish. It's not fair that I do not grant it. The mage snickers. Glaring at her, Tosaka slowly retreats. Goodbye. It was going to end up like this anyway. We'll be enemies next time we meet, Amiya. I hear her footsteps leaving, without seeing them off until the end. Now, no more playing around, boy. The mage's fingers strip away my consciousness. I'm in a deep darkness. I honestly have no idea what to expect from this. I don't know how many hours have passed. I'm trying to keep track of time by counting the seconds while I'm awake, but I can't think of any number beyond 10. Well, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 10. And do it like that. Jeez, Shiro. Like, come on. The binary system figured out how to count with just 1 and 0. Seriously, Shiro, you don't know binary? Wow. Everything is hazy. I don't feel my limbs, and it's calm as if I'm floating on water. I can only imagine that my skull is filled with algae, and I feel like laughing in this darkness. These days, Saber looks away every time I see her. $25. Ooh, good neck crackle pop. Assuming you mean E and E is 5 and 5, which would be 25. And if you're talking about in the case of the alphabet, that would be V, I believe. I think we obtained the Holy Grail quite some time ago. Yet Saber doesn't seem happy at all, and keeps on apologizing to me. No, I do not know hexadecimal. How are you doing, Shiro? We obtained the Holy Grail thanks to you, so tell me if there's anything you want. I can create anything for you, even if it's Saber or that girl. Something I want, something I want. Nothing comes to mind. I never wanted anything, and even if I did, it won't do me any good now. If anything, I want a colder place. A painful darkness that would freeze the algae in my skull and make me want to dance. So, this very much implies that Seba, with Media's backing, is enough to take down Gil. Potentially. Long time no see, Amiya. I finally found you. I hear a familiar voice. Castor was right. You did that. You did that to let me escape. That's why I'm only one that can look at you and laugh. I try to raise my hand to greet her, but I can't. I recall a specimen preserved in formalin. I'm floating in water. I can't feel my limbs. I'll laugh it off for you. The nightmare ends here, Shiro. Oh, the water's pouring out. So, in this timeline, when Shiro gives up, Media preserves him in some kind of liquid in a glass tube. The Grail Wart doesn't necessarily need to be won. The Grail Wart, she said she could summon the Grail, and I do believe Media could have summoned the Grail with ease. So, Gil might still be out there. Reen survived being assassinated at her house, snuck into Castor's workshop, and is putting Shiro out of his misery. Oh, the water's pouring out. My floating body starts rolling. A warm darkness pours the algae out of my skull and makes me want to laugh. Possibly. Or, you know, with all the talk of algae and skull, I wonder if he was just a skeleton at that point. Alright. Tiger Dojo scene. It's... I have no idea who this is. Who the heck is this? Notice this Tiger Dojo is cancelled because the assistant instructor has been abducted. Please look forward to the new series, Magic Fujini Magical Tiger. Wow, that was abrupt. Yeah, so we're gonna say no. I refuse. I won't take you up on your offer. I say to the mage without looking away. What? 3 people. Gasp. Nobody here expected me to choose that option. Are you insane? Do you understand the position you're in? Yeah. I get your argument. I think what you're saying is correct. If we can avoid battles, we should avoid them. And if the Holy Grail can be shared, we should share it. But I won't cooperate with a witch that attacks people indiscriminately. Your argument is correct, but your method is wrong. And one more thing. I wasn't forced to be a mage. I succeeded my old man out of my own will. You've no right to say anything about it. I see. Then I don't need you. You can die here. Castor's voice is filled with murderous intent. You. At the same time, Saber braces herself. Seeing that... Don't move, Saber. I stop her with all my might. Please, don't move, Saber. You too, Tosaka. We can't move right now. She'll be killed if any one of us moves. In this house, I would lose the person who's been like my older sister and stayed with me until now. In this very living room. But Shiro... Idiot. Then why did you refuse? Still, they both stopped. I take one step towards Castor, trying to hide them. Oh, I thought you might be clueless, but it seems like you at least understand your position. A smile returns to Castor's face. That arm. Her left arm that was carrying Fujini slowly points at me. How unfair. Are you gonna kill Shiro when he isn't resisting? Of course not. I won't take his life. He's just gonna lose his rights as a master. You seem to only have one left, but hand over that command spell. Again, I feel like this pose would look so much better if Media was not wearing her robe. Like, we know she's got on an outfit beneath that. At least take off the hood, Media. Like, seriously. You'll not cooperate with me, yet you want to save the girl. You should have been prepared for this when you said that. Saber's breath stops. I apologize to Saber in my head and take one step closer to Castor. Got it. How should I give you the command spell? I've not watched JoJo yet, so I have no opinion on that matter. I don't know how to hand it to people. Shiro, it's no use. Let's see, I can transplant it if there's no interruption, but that doesn't seem likely here. It's not possible to do unless we relocate to a place we can settle down, so... Rip off your skin. Here. The Black Witch says with a smile. That's it. Shiro, please give up on Taiga. We cannot let Caster get her way any further. Wow! Seba, I thought you bonded with Taiga. Dang! The king is not human indeed. The king is not human indeed. I agree. First of all, she's not one to release a hostage. She'll just use you until the end if you obey her. Both are right. That's why for now I can only apologize to them in my head. Take it. This is what you want, right? I raise my left arm. Caster should be able to take away my command spell along with my flesh, with just one word. No, Shiro. What's wrong with you? There's no need to go that far to save someone else. There is. If I'm able to save Fujini at the cost of just one arm, there's no need to think about it. I show my left arm to Caster. Alright, come here, Shiro Emiya. Okay, hang on. Hang on just a moment here. So, Medea had Taiga in her grasp there. Canonically, she had her in her grasp. And then at some point, she just set Taiga down so she could do a look-over-the-shoulder pose somehow. And then she picked Taiga back up. Seba, this could have all been avoided if while Caster was posing, you sprinted and grabbed Taiga. Like, come on, Seba. Yes, you don't interrupt enemies when they're transforming, but when they're posing, I'm pretty sure you can interrupt their posing. I don't know what you're scheming, but my finger is faster than any surprise attack. Caster doesn't seem to trust me as she carefully puts distance between us. And look, she just set Taiga down again! Like, come on, Seba, you could stop this if you just dash and grab Taiga. I walk closer. Or again, you know, if you had your sniper here, then this would not be an issue. You should have kept your sniper on you at all times. Caster's right in front of me, and I'm far from the other two. I walked to a position where I couldn't escape from it, offered my left arm. The Black Witch watches me with astonishment. And now she's breaking out into laughter. Saber, when enemies are laughing is the excellent time to strike. Come on, Saber, you're supposed to be a king, a general, a knight. You should know these things. I'm surprised. What a good person you are, boy. Fine, I shall return this woman in deference to your good faith. Her robe flutters. While keeping her grip on Fujini's neck with her left arm, Caster takes out a dagger with her remaining right hand. Okay, so now given that pose, yeah, Saber got infected with Shiro's stupidity. So given her current pose, the left arm is presumably hugged around her body. So is she just floating in the air and has tucked Taiga against her side while she's giving an over-the-shoulder smolder in our direction? That has to be a very awkward positioning. Caster must have some upper body strength to be able to position Taiga so easily. We gotta respect Caster has some upper body strength here. What a stupid kid. An annoying people pleaser like you deserves to die. She swings her dagger. It goes not for my arm, but towards my chest as if to take my heart. She explodes. Saber steps in with speed I could only imagine. And look at that! Saber can react faster than the time it takes to swing a dagger. Gee, I wonder if Saber could have freed Taiga. That speed must have been faster than Caster had expected, as she's unable to react to her dagger being repelled. Caster retreats and Saber goes after her. She must have realized she can't get away. I see, then. Smiling happily, Caster puts strength into her right arm and stops Saber. Okay. Don't keep showing this CG if it's not what we're actually seeing. Yes, I can definitely see why the anime made this a bridge scene rather than inside of a small, confined building. I pray from the bottom of my heart and raise my left arm. Shiro, you use the command spell. Saber stops. Her movements are stopped by the absolute obedience enforced by the command spell. There. With a thud. Man, that must be a really sharp dagger to pierce that plate armor. Also, is that a reflection of the dagger? Is that a reflection of Rule Breaker in Saber's armor right there? Or is Saber's armor starting to go translucent? With a thud, the dagger is stabbed as easily as making footsteps in the snow. Yeah, I know. An illusion as though time has stopped. Saber looks down at her own chest, dumbfounded. You. Yes, this is my noble phantasm, Saber. It has no lethality and is nothing more than a ritualistic key. But this is a blade of betrayal that overturns any contract. We are now the same. Betray your master and entrust your sword to me. Oh. A red light shines through. Ominous magical energy flows out. It goes through Saber's whole body and destroys every rule that disciplined her. It completely cuts my connection with Saber. No, you guys are still connected. Shiro, you have her sheath inside of you. So you are still connected. Saber crumbles to the floor. A bruise-like seal appears on her forehead. 3 seals appear on Caster, who is standing beside her. The command spell that binds servants. The proof of being Saber's master that used to be on me is now on her arm. Wait, so all we need in order to get unlimited command spells is just to have Rule Breaker then. One person uses all the command spells for their servant, has somebody else use Rule Breaker on them. That new person is now the master and gets 3 new command spells. They get to use all of their new command spells. The original master takes Rule Breaker and takes the servant back and gets 3 more command spells. It's endless command spell generation. We've discovered perpetual magical energy generation. Why? Why do we need a Holy Grail when we can just cheese things with 2 masters, a Rule Breaker, and a servant? I mean, sure, the servant probably isn't going to be happy about being stabbed every 10 seconds and being essentially a hot potato, but, you know, it's fine. Are you surprised? This is my noble phantasm, Rule Breaker. Command spells have a lot of constraints. I mean, in FGO they do. I don't think there's any restrictions on command spells for, the OG. The Sword of Betrayal and Negotiation that nullifies any magecraft cast in this world. Saber's panting on the floor, as if she's fighting against a poison that entered her body. You, a servant taking another servant? Yes, I made her into a familiar young lady. Now, everything is as planned. Shiro Emi is no longer her master, and Saber is mine. There is nothing to fear now that I have full command of her. Yes, it doesn't even matter whether Berserker attacks me. I shall go up the attack this time. Excuse me. Caster laughs loudly and holds the collapsed Fujini in her arms. Here, I'll give her back to you, idiot. She's an important person to you, right? Then you have to do your best until your final moment so she does not die. Fujini's body floats. As if being pulled by an invisible arm, Fujini's body levitates. Fujini! How many times can we say Fujini in one paragraph? I catch her at once. Again! Okay, Shiro, you do not need to keep saying her name. There's no reply, but her body is warm. She's unconscious, but she's breathing and doesn't have a single wound. I sigh with relief. Are you satisfied now? I did promise you, so I shall spare that girl. And, well, I shall let you go as well. That spectacle from earlier was so wonderful, it made me angry. But... I see. Well, I figured it would be like this. Yes, the fun's over, young lady. Now, Saber, kill Archer's master. If he gets in the way, you can kill the kid that was your master, too. Don't be ridiculous. Who would obey you? Saber glares at Caster, still on her knees. No, you obey me, Saber. You're mine now. You cannot disobey me physically or mentally as long as I have this command spell. Saber's voice is filled with pain, but on the other hand, her body slowly gets up against her will. Saber's body moves. She charges towards Tosaka at the same speed as before, and she thrusts her sword. I feel a dull pain in my shoulder. I feel the steel stabbing into my shoulder. Saber's sword that should be invisible emerges faintly with my blood. You idiot, why? I hear Tosaka's voice from right behind me. But even if she says that, there's nothing I can do. My body just moved on its own, and above all, I didn't want to see Saber attack Tosaka. I didn't want to see it, so I just went in between them. My body jumps. Saber's sword doesn't stop its force. It rips my flesh and scrapes my collarbone. Blade will eventually tear blood vessels in my neck, and I'll die. That's not good. I'm still carrying Fujini. What is the positioning going on here? So, Shiro has Fujimura in his arms, is standing in front of Rin, and somehow, despite Fujina, that's weird, and somehow, despite having her in his arms, Saber completely missed her to stab Shiro in the stomach and in the shoulder, and is going for the decapitation now. And Tosaka's behind me. That's too bad. What a waste. I was interested in that kid, but far away. Caster's saying something. Obey the command spell, Saber. That'll get rid of 2 more people if you slash them both. A ruthless order. Making it sound as if resisting it, Saber's arm shakes while stopping. No way, Saber's magic resistance opposes even the binding of the command spell? Caster is astonished. Still looking down, Saber desperately bites her lip and pulls back her sword. A squeaked out whisper. Something drips. Crying from her downcast face. Oh, she is crying. Run, Shiro. Saber pleads with such earnesty she might cough up blood. Come here. Hold on, Tosaka. Tosaka pulls my hand and I start running. The wound in my shoulder is so hot I can't think properly. Still I have Fujini in my arms, so I accept that running is my only option. No. I have no choice but to accept it. I'm curious. It said servant data updated. Is that Saber's? Yeah, her master's now... She has a new master. I was about to say a variation of the phrase that I hate. But Saber has a new master now. I have not checked that recently to be able to tell if her parameters have changed, though. I feel like they might have. I'm gonna have to check on the title screen to see if it shows different parameters depending on the master. Saber. What a contradiction. She threw away her pride as a swordsman and told me to run. Accepting that wish would be the greatest consolation for her right now. But on the other hand, abandoning her tears and running away itself means losing her. I'm out of breath. I don't know where I ran, but when I realize that I see a familiar Western-style mansion towering in front of me. Over here. Are you conscious? Can you walk? You've been dragging him along, Green. Of course he can walk if he can run. I run, being pulled by someone. My body is strangely light. It must have gotten lighter after losing my insides. Or did I lose my senses? The only weight I feel is Fujini's body that I'm holding with one arm. Ah, so he's fireman carrying her. I can't see well. I'm not sure where I'm walking, or what I'm doing. Lay her there. Hey, are you listening, Shiro? It's safe here, so just let go. Someone takes away the person I'm holding. The important weight disappears. My body becomes heavy in return. My body that was once light turns into iron. I collapse, unable to even stand. Archer, hurry. Take him to my room so I can treat him. I hear someone's voice. My body is heavy and hot. I imagine turning red. Does it get this hot when you put steel in fire to make a sword? It probably gets a lot hotter if forged in fire is anything to go by. The heat gradually cools down as I pass time uselessly. A room I don't know. I look up at the ceiling with a boiling head. That's all I can do. It seems I'm lying on a bed. Wow, Shiro, didn't know you were such a poet. I can't heal this wound. You can't fight any longer with this wound, but you're not a master anymore, so I guess there's no reason for you to fight either. A voice that has regained its calm, unlike earlier. The person who brought me here and treated my wound. This is it. You don't have to fight anymore, Shiro. Said those words. I try to say something and my vision turns black. My eyelids fall. Anesthesia puts my body to sleep. I feel someone leaving and hear the sound of a door closing. Where did Reen get anesthesia? My consciousness cut out there. Interlude 11-1 Unlimited Blade Walks. The sun sets. The sun that wasn't even visible sets, and the sky that was already gloomy gets even darker. I see, so Saber got taken away. That was Archer's only response. His master, Reen Tosaka, stated the truth simply, but his brevity suppresses hers. That's it. There's 2 servants under Caster now. Don't you have anything else to say? Yeah, can't think of any way to get out of this, but we should consider it fortunate that we found out her noble phantasm. Break the contract between servant and master, huh? We should be able to do better if we know that ahead of time. That is true. You sound rather uninterested, Archer. Weren't you supporting Saber? I don't think I ever displayed such behavior. What makes you think that, Reen? Let's see, would a woman's intuition be a good enough reason? No, you're at an age to be called a woman. First of all, you don't have enough charm. You also lack elegance. On top of that, yeah, this is fatal, but your cuteness is hard to understand. I see, you're finally back to par now. She smiles happily. It's not Archer if he's not like this. An unemotional Archer is not a partner Reen trusts. Her partner has to always be composed and speak sarcastically to anyone, regardless of who it is. Reen realizes that this is the knight's kindness. Speaking sarcastically is like him indirectly telling others to fix parts of themselves. I see. Then here's the first item of proof. You went easy on Saber the first time you met her, didn't you? Regardless of how strong Saber is, I don't think a good defender, can be beaten with one blow. That was a surprise attack. Like you, I'm weak against unexpected events. Shut up. Next item. So the next item of proof. You provoked Saber into an incident with Ryder, right? That wasn't like you at all. I realized once I looked at it from a different perspective, you were scolding Saber back then, right? Oh, was I right? I knew it. I thought that was the case. Even if you knew her from your previous life, it's rare for you to act so coldly. Really, I think I act that way towards anyone. You're the only one who thinks so. I think you're awkward whenever it comes to things that concern you. Everyone was fooled, though, because you're usually tactful. Archer frowns as if reflecting on himself. It seems he was aware of it. The Red Knight goes silent with a troubled expression, and his master looks at that with pleasure. Then, suddenly... So have you remembered what kind of hero you are? If you're related to Saber, you must be a hero from around that age, right? She asks as if to test him. No, it's still hazy. But as you said, I do remember Saber, and she doesn't seem to know me, so it must have not been a deep connection. So you weren't friends or lovers? Technically speaking, no. Amiya was not. Shiro was. Too bad. I would have found out her identity if that was the case. She doesn't sound disappointed. Oh yeah, the same age thing too. True. Very true. A forced line that's not genuine. Well, I'll remember eventually. Pardon the yawn. More importantly, Reed, how is the one you brought doing here? Is it not life-threatening? No, he managed to escape death. Until yesterday, his wounds would heal automatically, but his wound isn't healing at all. The healing powers he got from Saber must have gone away since their contract broke off. But it turned out okay. Somehow. Fortunately, it missed his vital spots, so he should be able to eat meals if he rests for about 3 days. No, not that one. The other one. I mean, again, I don't think Amiya ever made it that far with Seba. Oh, Miss Fujimura. I let her sleep in the guest room. Cast her casting a sleep spell on her, but she's completely fine. I treated her so that there shouldn't be any problems even if she sleeps for a week. I see, but she might turn into a sleeping beauty with Castor's magecraft. Her magecraft is more like a cursed. The simplest way to dispel it is to kill Castor. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true on the Lover's Point, J6. Very, very true. Although, to be fair, Amiya would look different younger than he does older. So, a difference of growing up could definitely make it hard to recognize somebody that you loved. Definitely could make it difficult. Yeah, either way, the Holy Grail won't last much longer. We're going to defeat Castor as soon as possible, and knowing Miss Fujimura, she might just wake up on her own. Archer agrees. And after a brief pause in the conversation, beating Castor is first priority. Even though there's one less master, Saber still exists. We don't have time to spare, Reed. I know, we'll go out into town right away. Even Castor should take some time to completely control Saber. If possible, we need to defeat Castor before Saber gets manipulated. Understood, so the contract with the brat ends here, huh? Huh? Don't huh me. Shiro Emiya is not a master anymore, right? True, there is always some similarities. Then he'll not be of any help, so there will be no need to protect him. The second command spell you use can be terminated now. What is it? Don't tell me you'll look after him since you fought together. Of course not. I'm not that good of a person. Then... But it's not over yet. I won't break our promise until he says he's quitting. I'll try to turn him down, but I can't end it until he says he gives up. She declares even though she's not sure. Besides, how can he rebel against that? That's my policy. Do you have any objections, Archer? It can't be helped. I'm painfully aware that you're that kind of person. His reply is sarcastic. She snorts as she orders him. Let's go, Archer. I don't know why, but Castor isn't back at Ryoto Temple. Let's find and defeat her before she gets back. There's no need to answer. The knight in red silently nods and follows behind his master. There are still masses of gloomy clouds in the sky. A moonless night, she departs with Archer to aim at her target. Dun dun dun! Shiro is being left behind, so now we're going to skip forward 3 days in the story until Shiro wakes up, I think, right? That's what would make sense, I think. Feels like I just got punched. No, Shiro, you just got stabbed. Come on, man, you're not that dumb. Who's so dumb that they mix up a stab wound with a punch? Oh. I wake up from the pain in my shoulder. My body's still intact. I can feel my limbs and hear the sound of my own breathing. My shoulder's wrapped in a bandage, and the bed I'm sleeping in is soft. This place is an unfamiliar room. If I remember correctly, someone said something. This is it. You don't have to fight anymore, Shiro. I get up. I remember everything and jump out of bed. Okay. Pain causes my back to arch. I touch my left shoulder. It still burns like fire. Feels much worse than a pulled muscle. Well, I'm lucky my arm is still attached since it was pierced through with a sword, but honestly, it hurts bad. Who would have thunk being stabbed in the arm by a sword would hurt bad? I slowly get out of bed. If I clench my teeth, I can somehow bear this pain. Then, excuse me, epilepsy warning, game. The heat from my shoulder reaches my head. I shake that off and move my legs. No one's here? Yeah, there shouldn't be anyone. I remember Tosaka's words. She said those words and left. So she must have gone out to fight by herself. Excuse me. I head to the door. I must go outside. I need to go outside and find Tosaka. I'm going to fall. I almost fall, so I support myself using the dressing table. Oof. Sucks to hear you got stabbed there, Janice. It sucks to hear you got stabbed, and I hope you're doing okay. Though I feel like this is the second time you've said that. It's useless. I fall to the floor along with the dressing table that I leaned on. Were you leaning with your stabbed arm, Shiro? You should be using your non-injured arm to support your weight. Sorry, I made a mess, Tosaka. I collect the scattered accessories and put them back. I see something familiar amongst them. I've seen this before. I've seen this somewhere. Yeah, it was like this back then, too. The night I got stabbed in the chest by Lancer. I got a fatal wound and it was healed before I knew it. I think there was something I picked up when I left the hallway with a sluggish body. It's hot. The poison from my shoulder circulates to my brain and makes me lax. Shiro, your brain is always lax. Yeah, this is the same one. I think the poison is making Shiro's brain sharp. I can tell, but I can't gather my thoughts. Things that I had believed to be dreams until now. Or whose servant was fighting Lancer at that time. Or who could save me when I was dying and who had the necessity to be there. There's no need to think about these things anymore, yet my head is still spinning. Damn it, she talked about owing me and all, but this is something I can never pay back. I feel dizzy. I'm a mess from the pain, heat, and my own stupidity. Yeah, it's truly, the pain is making him think more. He acknowledges he is stupid. I move my legs. Anyway, I have to look for her now. I have something I want to say, and now that I have something to tell her, that's all I can think about with this brain that's as mushy as stew. Again, Shiro's brain is working better now. I was in front of the train station before I realized it. My hazy mind moves with only vague images. She's there. It's ordering me to go look for her. I don't know why I'm drawn here. My boiled brain only thought of this building. And I can only follow my instincts. I don't have any other way to find Tosaka to start with. Or whatever they may be, I can only cling to something. I go out to the rooftop. The wind that blows high up is cold and cools my heated body down a little. Why are you here? A faint gasp. Tosaka was looking down at the town from the rooftop, just as she had been that night. Go home. I don't know why you're here, but you're an eyesore. She looks at me angrily. Behind me. There's someone silently telling me that it's not my turn. I'm not leaving. I'm leave with you. We promised we were going to fight together, right? I pull my hazy mind together with force and somehow move my mouth. Forget about that promise. First of all, what can you even do now? Without Saber, you're no match for a master. That is Besides, there's no need for you to fight anymore. You're not a master anymore, so it's safe for you to escape to the church. You just need to stay there and the Holy Grail War will come to an end. I almost faint hearing those words. Don't be ridiculous. I can't leave Saber like that. Look, I already said I'm gonna fight, so I'm gonna fight until the end, no matter... My vision turns red. I can't talk. By just yelling, all the muscles in my body cramp up and I feel like I'm gonna die. Look at yourself. You've had Saber's help until now, but but that's what happens without it. Look, Amiya. Humans die if they get wounded. Your wound should be fatal. Damn it. I know that already. I know, but I'm in so much pain that the words I need to say can't come out. Are the words... people die when they are killed? And as for Saber, that's not a problem you should worry about. You're not a master anymore, so what happens to Saber doesn't concern you. It does concern me. This pain is the proof that I've been saved by Saber until now. No, even if I'm not a master. Saber hated it. How can I let her be controlled by someone like that? Yes, but you're powerless. It's fine. If you refuse to admit it, then I'll say it for you. You can't save Saber with the way you are now. The heat disappears. Even the boiling in my mind froze with those cold-hearted words. End of conversation. Without Saber, you're no longer a master. There's no reason for you to be involved in the kill fest called the Holy Grail War, so withdraw now. Tosaka turns around and leaves. Amidst the wind blowing at the building, she kicks the ground without hesitation. Idiot. Idiot. What are you thinking? I reach out frantically. There's no need for that. The Red Knight appears beside her as if to protect her. Even if she jumps from this height, she should be able to land without a problem if she has a servant. Her lips move silently. I can't hear what she said, but her eyes that look at me. You'll die if you get involved any longer. So she coldly tells me like it's a final warning. The heat that had cooled down returns. My thoughts get confused from the pain and heat. I can't save Saber. There's no reason for Shiro Emiya to fight. My wound hurts. I repeat these words in my head as I look down at the night view that swallowed Tosaka. Interlude! Wow, this one's getting a lot of interludes. It's a silent night. The wind blowing through the mountain forest is gentle and the rustle of trees is as faint as a whisper. There are no birds singing about winter or beasts howling at the moon. There's only one passage that leads to Ryoto Temple. The long stone stairs that remain peaceful tonight as well. The others do not know. This place has already withstood 5 wars, each one a fight to the death. Many servants have challenged the Ryoto Temple. Berserker, Lancer, Rider, Saber, and Archer. The mountain is able to calmly enjoy the darkness thanks to the sorcerer that completely drove those 5 away. The long sword moves. Fortunately, it was a moonless night. The crescent-shaped arc of the moving sword is so elegant that the moon would be ashamed of it if it saw it. Are you listening, assassin? I told you that you'll continue guarding the gate. Man can only ever kill one other person in life? I don't recognize that quote. He ignores the purple mage, Caster. Assassin lowers his longsword and glances at the forest without interest. There was an intruder. I saw a strange bird, so I tried slashing at it, but didn't bleed nor scream. Is this one of yours, Caster? Oh, yes, that must have been a familiar spying on us. It must be Berserker's master, that young lady. Either way, this place will not last for long. Caster walks to the forest and looks down at the fallen thing on the ground. It's the corpse of an owl, a bird made out of crystal, a simply excellent spying creation probably made by Archer's master. The young lady has no luck. I could have made her my student if she was a bit more incompetent. She steps on it. The amethyst crystals are crushed to pieces and scattered on the ground, shining like stars. There are many fellows like this, so I'll leave you in charge of guarding my master, assassin. I'll disappear if my master dies. If that happens, you cannot exist either. If you don't want to disappear, protect this gate with your life. Well, it's difficult to protect it with my life. I've never felt I was alive ever since I was born. Is it not meaningless to order such things from one such as I? Kara no Koyokai? Gotcha. Stop your impudent talk. Don't misunderstand, assassin. You're a servant I summoned. A servant should act like a slave. Look, if you cannot swear your loyalty to your master, you can disappear right now. There is only enmity and contempt in Castor's words. To her, assassin is only a tool. It's annoying enough for a tool to be talking, so it's natural for her to get irritated when it starts talking sarcastically. I see. Good heavens. My life is like a mayfly, but it would be troublesome if I disappeared now. I've made a promise. If I can, I would like to fulfill this promise. Then watch what you say. You need only protect this place. Yes, in the event that you're able to do so, I can make you real. If a low class like you without a noble phantasm can become a heroic spirit, it should be worth risking your life, right? You don't need to worry. I belong to the other world from the beginning, so I shall carry out the role that has been given to me. But, is it alright, Castor? I am not loyal to my master either, but are you not being dishonest? Tonight's matter is a secret from your master, correct? At that instant, Assassin's body explodes. An explosive sound, the curse Castor implanted in his body when he summoned, has exploded. The trees sway. Assassin is blown away and slams into the forest, his chest pierced by his own ribs. His figure looks like a blooming flower. Wow. That's one way to kill someone. Behind is you only kill one person before the end of your life. Any more is just straight up slaughter, and if that person you kill isn't yourself, you'll not be able to die human. Also, when I say yourself, it's more like just a passive way. Okay, I gotcha. I getcha. I think I understand the meaning behind that quote. As again, you're getting worse by the day, Castor. Quiet. If I have to tell you one more time, I'll eliminate you before waiting 5 days. Jeez, they say that women and immoral people are unmanageable, but you have gone too far. The flashy servant stands up slowly. Even though his ribs are coming out of his chest and he's bloody all over, this servant does not lose his elegance. Oh, don't glare at me with those eyes. Your beautiful face is ruined, Castor. I know everything is to be a secret from your master, right? I'll hide the fact that you've captured Saber and you have me as a guard. It's a moving story. I hope that your caring spirit towards your master reaches him. You. What? I'm just being a sore loser. I can't attack you, so at least allow me to joke around like that. I'll protect the gate. I'll protect it no matter what. But what are you going to do? Do you not trust my protection? Of course not. You're just insurance. Well, that's over. Once I get a hold of Saber, I won't need to make this rustic place my temple. So you'll relocate. In that case, I certainly am not needed. Is there a sacred place superior to this mountain? Yes, it's slightly inferior, but I have a place that suits me. Besides, I'll be going there sooner or later anyways. There's no problem if I go there now, right? Assassin's expression, which has been cool throughout, clouds up. Castor must have been satisfied to see that, as her glossy lips smile. I see. Our victory is certain, so I'm going to get my prize ahead of time. A new territory and the Holy Grail. I even have another piece called Saber now. With this, I'm sure my reluctant master won't complain about my policy, right? That is true. No matter how much how Kuzuki wants to stay silent, he will have no choice but to fight if the conditions are lined up so perfectly. What is more certain than that is, silly battle will be over. There's nothing to fear once I obtain the Holy Grail. Yes, no one will be able to stop me, no matter who they are. Her loud laughter soils the night. The purple mage expresses her victory proudly. The swordsman with the long sword gives her a side glance and looks up at the sky. The time is near. No matter what the result may be, there are only 5 days remaining. Even though the number of days are unlikely to be used up, the swordsman who had survived the bloodbath felt that this would be a battle that could not easily be resolved. "5 days remain in this arc, I do believe." Shiki lived and struggled because of that philosophy. I see. Because of the mystic eyes of death perception, right? And I fall. I can't even breathe properly. The wound on my shoulder is red and swollen, and it hurts like crazy when I breathe. I'm unable to stay conscious. If I let my guard down, I'll fall asleep immediately. No, I'm not even sure if I'm awake in the first place. It's not even clear how I made it back here from that rooftop or why I came home. I see. And it happens, unfortunately, Janice. It happens. Especially with visual novels. Sometimes there's just nothing clippable. My thoughts become ambiguous. The only certain thing is my beating heart. Tosaka told me not to get involved, because I'm powerless and don't have a reason to fight anymore. But that's wrong. I knew more than anyone that I was powerless. I had a different reason for fighting. I can't just let it become a scar. Losing against the others is inevitable. If I'm used to getting knocked down, and I know that it's vexing that I can't reach them no matter what I do. But that is only when my opponent is someone else. I can't lose against myself. There's no factor that would make me lose if our powers are equal. To submit to an opponent like that would be like declaring that I'm wrong. My wound distorts. The blood seeps through my bandage. I hold it down with my right hand and glare at the darkness with my fading consciousness. The memories from 10 years ago. The words of the man that was my father. Even if I was wrong from the start, there's nothing wrong with the path that I took. Excuse me. I wanted to become a hero of justice so that that incident wouldn't become a sad past. A time where everyone would be happy. I held on to the ideal where nobody would shed tears for 10 years. I mean, that's not really the best ideal. Yeah, I mean, the YouTube Shorts queue is quite overflowed right now. But yeah, Shiro, I'm pretty sure that there's more to being a hero of justice than just stopping people from crying for 10 years. You know. That's very low goal there, Shiro. Very low goal. Then, it doesn't matter how much my mind doesn't function. What needs to be done has been determined from the start. I didn't fight because I became a master. I decided to fight because I believed that since it was something I could do, it was something I must do. I finally remembered something that was so obvious. No matter how much you tell me, if I believe it is right, I will believe in this path until the very end. It's a utopian desire, truly idealistic and stupid. Truth! I just can't quit like this, and I won't let her fight by herself. For that sake, I'll sleep now. I won't let her call me a burden. I'll heal this wound in a night, and when I wake up in the morning... I know, it's so weird. You'd think Kama would be getting a lot of attention. Poor Kama. Poor Kama. When I wake up in the morning, I'll definitely catch up to her. And finally repay her for what she did that night. Because, I mean, like, the clip that was before that... the clip that was before that, where it showed Kama all bloodied, that one is doing pretty okay. You know, it's a little on the lower side of the average, but it's not bad. But, the one prior to that, frickin' Bima and Ronnie have almost 2,000 views for when they are clips apiece. And both have double digits as far as their likes goes. So I guess people just prefer Bima and Ronnie compared to Kama. And Lev. Can't forget Lev, though I do think that the Lev clip hit as hard as it did because of what I named it. I'm pretty sure the analytics said that it's the keyword that has sort of Yeah, I'm gonna go back to tile because I'm only doing one. So, the total traffic from the Bema clip is 6.7% is from... Oh, wait, no, this is just since... Where is it? No, this isn't right, because it's only showing me, like, one view. Traffic source. I had a thing for traffic source. There we go. So, short speed is where most of my, view is coming from that. Nope. Stop. Nope. 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 No. No intro sequence. No intro sequence. Got it? Mostly don't watch my clips you get recommended, unless if you get to see a funny reaction that isn't you just reading the story. Gonna head out, gotta go so you can feed Jaws. Fair enough, I'm gonna be ending things here shortly as well. I just want to see this. Okay, so... You can see her under Shiro. I don't think her parameters changed. Yeah, I'm trying to think back, and I don't believe Saber's parameters changed at all. Between... Masters. Okay. One more thing I'm gonna check before I fully call the stream. Oh! We have the second one. The tiger has woken up. We have the second meat on a bone. Let's see what this is all about. Go home, Einsburn. Stage 3. Silent Cook carelessly chasing you. Reckless Mage. Things are happening very fast. I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that was. I feel like the first one had made more sense. The first mini theater made a little bit more sense, but that second one did not make any sense at all. Yeah, this one is a lot more chill. Just showing Seba being sad that she got, rammed. And, of course, Sakura, you know, being bullied. Poor Sakura. But yeah, I think that's gonna be where I call today's stream. So, we got through day 11, and 5 days remain in UB-Dubs. Maybe one of these times, I'll finally get more than one day done in a single stream. Who knows? But for now, I've been SoulRackDragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more about me, be sure to check out the Twitch if you're watching this on YouTube, or the YouTube if you're watching this on Twitch. Same name, same game, plenty of content for all to enjoy. Follow on Twitch, like on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, comment on YouTube, join the Discord in the description below on YouTube, possibly join the description below on Twitch. I might get that figured out eventually. But, yeah, thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.